Dominican St. Agnes Sagini Montepulciano. During her stay at Procino, the Dominican St. Agnes Sagini would go into the monastery garden alone to pray near an olive plant. One Sunday morning at the break of dawn, she was immersed in prayer from the break of dawn, and only after several hours realized that it was a feast day and that she was obliged to attend, and attended Holy Mass in the monastery choir. However, an angel of the Lord came bearing an immaculate host, giving her Holy Communion. This incident was repeated on other occasions as well. St. Clare of Montefalco. The biographer of St. Clare of Montefalco recounts in the Acts for her canonization process that, quote, one day Clare came up to Holy Communion without her mantle. Sister Giovanna rebuked her harshly, saying to her, "Go away, I don't want you to receive Holy Communion," unquote. Hearing these words, Clare realized that she was without her mantle and felt such bitter regret that after she returned to her cell, she wept bitterly. And while she was praying, amid her tears, Christ appeared to her and, embracing her, gave her Holy Communion, leaving her deeply consoled, unquote. Blessed Angela of Foligno recounted that, quote, on one occasion I saw Christ under the guise of a small child, who nevertheless appeared great and majestic like a king. It seemed that, seated on his throne, he held in his hand something like a symbol of authority. Then, when the others knelt down, I did not do so, and I don't know if I ran up close to the altar or if I could not move from sheer delight and contemplation, as I experienced great regret that the priest put the host back on the altar so quickly, unquote. St. Francis of Rome. Frances wanted to be a nun, but her wealthy family forced her to marry into wealth at age 12. Not long afterwards, in the early 15th century, famine struck Rome. With the help of her sister-in-law and the support of her husband, Frances ordered that no one who came to the Porziani Palace begging for food was to be turned away. Corn and wine were distributed liberally until her father-in-law learned of her generosity. He ordered Frances to stop. She refused. So he sold off the family's extra corn and wine, keeping only what the family needed. Frances continued feeding the poor just the same, emptying their corn loft rather than allow others to go hungry. The loft never completely went empty, though, for on the very day Frances gave away the last kernels, the entire supply was miraculously replenished. The same happened with the wine. When the family cask ran dry, new wine mysteriously appeared in it, finer than the previous wine. St. Teresa of Avila. Quote, if I don't want to be fools and blind the intellect, there's no reason for doubt. Receiving communion is not like picturing with the imagination, as when we reflect upon the Lord on the cross, or in other episodes of the Passion, when we picture within ourselves how things happened to him in the past. In communion, the event is everything now, and it is entirely true. There's no reason to go looking for him in some other place far away, unquote.